Guys, so this is the worksheet that I gave you guys on Friday, so about density. Okay, and so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going through a couple of these examples, similar to how I did this in class. Okay, so now what we're going to be doing is I'm going to take the worksheet that we have here. I'm going to be doing it basically right in front of you. Okay, so at the top here, right, so these are a couple of the questions. So with this, right, we're going to go through and we're going to talk about how we solve these problems. So at the top, you guys have this little graphic right here. This is designed to kind of help you and to help you decide what you're going to be doing, whether you're multiplying, dividing, right, all that kind of stuff. So if, say, I want to find density, all I would do is hide the density, and then I'd say it's a mass divided by volume. If I'm looking for volume, all I do is hide the volume, and it's mass divided by density. If I'm looking for mass, I hide the mass because I don't know that. Okay, so that's going to be density times volume. And so I'm going to show you examples of all three of these. So the first one is we're going to be doing number one, so we're going to try to find the density. Okay, so the density of an object. So, right, first, right, I need my equation. Okay, density is equal to mass over volume. Right, and so that will help me to find what my answer should be. Okay, so then I'm going to put in my numbers. So, right, so it's going to be 40 grams divided by 20 milliliters. Okay, and so when I have those over each other, 0 over 0 cancels. Okay, so all I have is 2 over 1. Okay, and so now I have 2 grams over 4 grams over 2 milliliters. 2 goes into 2 once, so you end up with 1 left over. Okay, and 2 goes into 4 twice. So what you have is left over, you have 2 grams for every 1 milliliter. Okay, and so that's the answer to number 1. Okay, and so the second one that I'm going to show you guys is one we're going to have to try to find mass. So this one up here at the top. Okay, so right, mass is equal to volume times density. Okay, and so remember when I got that, all I had to do was I hide mass. It's going to be density times whatever the volume is. Okay, so in this one, so it's going to be my volume, which is 20 over 1. Okay, and so we're going to then multiply, right, 2 grams over 1 milliliter. Okay, and so that's the density. Okay, and so the idea is I'm trying to leave them all fractions, so that way it makes my math easier. Okay, so that's going to go over, so that's going to be 40 milliliters over 1 milliliter. So milliliters cancel. Okay, so all that's left over is grams. Okay, and grams left by itself. So my answer is going to be 40 grams because we can't lose units. All right, so that's that one. And so our last one is volume, okay, like number 3. Okay, so in number 3, we're going to take a look. Okay, so volume, remember, is mass divided by density. Okay, and so, right, so I got that because when I cover up the V, all that's left over is mass divided by density. So my mass is 35 grams. My density is 5 grams per centimeter cubed. Okay, so, right, so it's going to be 5 grams over 1 divided by 5 grams over 1. Okay, so now when we divide, remember from math, we go through and we're going to invert and multiply. Okay, so now, meaning, okay, I'm going to take, right, I'm going to take that 1 over 5, I'm going to flip it. So it's going to be, right, 1, I put the bottom number at the top, 1 centimeter cubed over 5 grams. Okay, and so because grams are over grams, they cancel. Okay, so now I have 35 divided by 5, and the answer is going to be in centimeters cubed. Okay, so I end up with 7 centimeters cubed over 1, or just 7 centimeters cubed. Okay, so hopefully that was helpful. So if you have any questions, remember you can text me on Remind. It's 81010, Dressel ES. So make sure you guys have a nice weekend. So I will see you guys on Monday.